Chapter 25, Pili.
When another guard arrives from the West Hall, I knock him out with a surprise jab in the neck and a whacking with one of the guard's two-sided canes as I picked up. There are 3 different ways someone could get into this medical room, and I'm the only one who's able to focus on making sure no one else is coming. I do have to admit that baby is quite beautiful, but if we don't get out of here, there won't be any future times to cuddle with him or her. Sly may have mentioned it was definitely a boy, but I don't have first-hand knowledge yet. I'll find out for sure when we're safe. Oh yeah, says Sly with half love, half pride. This is so Sly Tonkamen II. Wheezes Asenath. I just brought another one into the world. I turn my head and she's smiling. Awesome, she says sort of sarcastically. Sly Tonkamen finally gets the cuffs off the new mother with a cracked cane of Katra's. Where'd you get that from, I ask. Bought a guard, it cracked in half. We should find our clothes, I say, pouncing on the subject. And not just for better comfort. We find a way out of here like this, it'll draw bad attention. Asenath cradles the baby. I'm so not calling it what Sly called it. Too much of a mouthful, unoriginal, and the idea of another one definitely does bring a headache. And she looks up at us too, knowing we need to figure something out now. How'd you all escape? Asks Asenath. When the guards had to drag you, I explain, you lost some of your nails and they were near enough to reach and sharp enough to pick my lock with. It took a while without one nail to get these 2 out as well, but we managed. Asenath slowly gets up from the bed, panting and wincing. You okay? Asks Sly Tonkamen. Yep, she grunts. You know me, always up on my feet. Okay, unless they've moved it since I snuck around here 5 months ago, I know where we can find some better clothes, but that's the least of our problems. Everyone groups together like a proper gang. Sooner or later, Katra and the rest of her guards are going to find out we're gone, and they're gonna come after us. And we can't outrun them like this. We're all weak and tired and have a freshly born baby. We need to pack and eat some food and find a fair bit of water. Everyone nods and our grumbling stomachs acknowledge my words. And even if we get out of here, what's our next step? We won't be able to stay in town anymore. We can't risk getting captured again. It was pure luck that we managed to escape that prison. Guys, come with me to the present, Sly says. My train of thought collapses. Come with Sly? Forward through time? To the place he'd told stories about for the last 3 months? How? Asenath moans. One way or another, we can't escape, Sly persists. Look, while we're getting everything, let's go up and get another one of those books. Make it the Thieves Raccoonus. We'll write it all down in big words. The date, the place, the time, the emergency, everything. Then we'll go back, forward in time, and you guys will be safe from Katra. Sounds like the best plan possible in these circs, I say. Let's do it. To be honest, I would love to be in a time period where I could have more choices to meet someone, and that's something I can add to the list of relief I am owed majorly right now. But I won't be getting compensation for the last 3 months, nor will any of us if we don't move it this second. We begin running, but Asenath trips. She coughs and it sounds like something heavy is in her throat. I hoist her up, making sure she's holding the baby firm with her other hand. You okay, honey? Says Sly Tonkamen, terrified. Oh yeah, she wheezes. Wind just knocked out of me. Body's still readjusting. Sly Tonkamen and Sly keep her upright, and I volunteer to lead everyone around. I'm the one with the knowledge of where to go, after all. There must be something going on in town, perhaps, because the rest of the place is unoccupied. We get to the guard lounge, but there are no clothes that would fit us. I come up with the idea of seeing what Katra has, and we visit her bedroom and balcony. We all end up looking quite like royalty, which might be weird on a bunch of raccoons, but we burn our towel, except for the babies. Point is, one way or another, we're not wearing those disgusting rags ever again. We easily find our way to the kitchen and munch on fish, freshly boiled corn, and the best bread I've tasted in my life, starving or not. We grab a rather giant potato bag and pile a fair bit of the food in, and I volunteer to carry it. I've handled much heavier, and we don't fill it up too much. This is just in case it takes time for Sly's apparent friend, Bentley, to get here. Asenath is now properly on her feet again without guidance. She can't run, but she's managing. The food and water have really helped. Now for the books, says Sly, running over to where he must have memorized they are. It's just... He stops. We follow him. All of the top shelf books, all the best quality unwritten journals are gone. What? Sly begins panicking. Did she burn all of them? Sly turns to us. Maybe the book we took from the marketplace is still there. After 3 months, mentioned Sly Tuncommon. Well, if we can't come up with something, I know where they are. We turn to see Belle Cobb the mongoose walk in. She looks in anticipation of seeing us. Oh my, says Sly. Look, I guess I owe you. Let me get some food or water, 'cause I had stolen from... That doesn't matter. Belle Cobb holds her hand up. It doesn't matter that you stole from me one time. The local pharaohs have been crafting something that will make your one heist back with that water seem tepid. What are they up to? Asked Sly Tuncommon. There have been secret meetings, and I overheard the guards mentioning the Pyramid of Jedefre. Sly Tuncommon, Asenath, and I instinctively look over to the direction we know that pyramid is. To Sly, it must look like we're staring at one of the plain walls. I don't know what they're making, Belle Cobb goes on. But their weapons have grown stronger, and their pride must be through the roof because we've been brutalized. Belle Cobb lowers her cloth a little bit to show a collection of bruises on her hip. I swear I could smell a new kind of chemical. You all have to do something. We need Sly Tuncommon and Pili back. My pride and humility both leap to my gut. She is absolutely right. The city needs us. We all may have to run far once all this is over. But either way, no raccoon or mongoose or anyone who's only wanted to survive is going to suffer anymore. Asenath groans and trips. I catch her. Once we have the book, says Sly, we can alert Bentley and get Asenath to safety. Then we'll be all prepared to get Egypt back on due course. I'll take care of Asenath, I volunteer. I look to the boys. You guys go to the pyramid, meet us with the time gizmo by the marketplace. We'll be there as long as we can. Sly Tuncommon walks up, kisses Asenath on the lips, kisses me on the cheek, and holds his son's cheek lovingly. Sly Tuncommon then slowly looks at me, nods, turns to Sly, says, "Let's go." And the two leap from Katra's balcony and begin running over to the pyramid. The four of us watch them run as we walk, and we watch until we can't see them anymore. And for the first time in 3 months, my hope has reignited.